Two new shows coming this fall here at Wize Sports Bettin. Peace and profits to my sports betting family, and shout out to everyone whose bag don't sleep. All right, it's your favorite Gen Xer here, Wize at Wize Plays WNBA. Just remember the things I always say. Some of y'all are new to the channel, so I'm going to say it. Analytics are the map, but humans drive the car. All right, I say sometimes you cash, sometimes you crash. The game is the game. Y'all gonna hear me say that a lot. The game is the game, all right? And the house always wins in the end. You know that. They be personalizing your odds and shit. just in case you didn't know, I started out at 3 years old with my daddy, who taught me how to play chess, pool. He'd hold me up and playing pool, 21, craps, all kinds of card games, Monopoly, you name it. And he never let me win. He'd see me get mad, and 1,000 times he'd stack up quarters and take them and talk shit and laugh as I lost, all right? And by the time I was 16, I was sneaking into Vegas casinos with fake ID, betting the house at blackjack, all right? I'm your favorite Gen Xer, but you just don't know it. My mama used to have 2 or 3 businesses at all time, never worked for nobody else since I was like 4 years old. She had a job, and then she started her own businesses and always had 2 or 3. So I'm your favorite Gen Xer, you just don't know it. But anyway, welcome to Wize Plays WNBA. Excuse me. Today is Thursday, September the 18th, and we have 2 games on the slate. First round, game 3, I'm excited. Today we have my hometown, the Indiana Fever. Yeah, I live in Oregon. I'm on the West Coast now, out here for decades. But I'm from Indiana, and I rock the Fever, all right? So today we got the Indiana Fever, and they're going to be at Atlanta Dream. Game starts at 4:30 Pacific Standard Time, and I'm on the West Coast, all right? The money line is Fever plus 270. Dream is at minus 340. The total is 153. Betting over is at minus 108 and under at minus 112. The spread is Fever plus 7 at minus 105. Dream minus 7 at minus 115. So eyes sharp. Remember, this ain't a daily freaks, daily freaks. It ain't that either, never that. Okay, never isn't, it wasn't, it ain't ever gonna be. Eyes sharp. Remember, this ain't a daily free picks channel. This is a data-driven educational sports betting channel. And you got sharp bettors and casual bettors here. And just so you know, I'm a fan, but not a fan girl. So get your notebooks ready, y'all. And bear this in mind. Your bankroll listens to logic. All right? We root with our hearts, but we bet with the stats. At least that's what we doing here, okay? So, and just remember, my motto, I got to say this again before I go into my read, because some of y'all ain't going to like this. My motto that I made up is analytics is the map, but humans drive the car. I made that up to remind myself that when stat favorites don't win, that people are more than just a number. So let's read the lines first. The money line is Dream minus 340. All right. This makes sense because the Dream are overall season best in this season. All right. They are 30-14. Indy is 24-20, and that's just the wide lens. Dream is stat best, but when we narrow the lens to their matchups, they met 4 times in this regular season, okay? And both teams won 2 games. So they are tied. And now they are tied in this first round. I'm so excited. So let's look at the home-away splits first. Dream are 16-6 at home. Fever are 11-11 on the road. So the Dream are stronger at home than the Fever are away, all right? I can almost sense a casual bettor turning into a sharp bettor already, okay? We about the bag on this channel, so far the Dream is the sharper side. My heart is with the Fever, but my bankroll is with the logic so far, all right? Logic leans Dream. So let's look at the line. I told you just yesterday, betting over is the popular casual fan bet. And the public bets the favorite team in the over. All right, and The public bets the favorite team and the over on the total. Let me slow this down. Don't forget that. I'm not going to say that every show. The public bets the favorite team and the over on the total. If the popular side is cheaper, that's often bait. Today, betting over 153 is cheaper. It's at minus 108. And the under is juiced to minus 115. And I told you just yesterday, if the less sexy side, the dog, or under costs more juice, that's often where the sharps have bet. So the sharps are betting on the total being under 153. The book is encouraging the public to bet on the over. Why encourage the public to do what it does by nature? They bet the over. So it's a trap line. And the stats back it up, all right? The books want you to bet over, but Indy has gone under in 6 of their last 7. Dream went under in 12 of their last 16. Sharps see this. Okay, they see these numbers. And plus, in tight playoff spots, defenses tighten and scoring dips unless the Stars force scoring. This game leans under, y'all. Mitchell and Boston could get hot, and some role players could turn up. But history tells us that the Fever's role players don't punish their opponents on the road. They are 11-11 on the road. Not only does history tell us Fever's role players don't turn up on the road, this is especially against Atlanta. And historically, the Dream's defense at home is built to grind you down. Okay? They slow you down. They limit clean shots and force you into ugly possessions. That's why Indy's stars need to be superhuman and shit just to keep them in it. So, just so you know, to back this up, Smith versus Atlanta in her last 5 dropped to 7 points per game and 2 rebounds. The Dream's defense contains her impact. And as far as Hull, she averages 7.2 points per game. Her best nights are at home. She's streaky on the road and doesn't consistently step up when defense is key on Mitchell and Boston. She had that big buzzer. She had that big buzzer-beating 3 in Indy, but it wasn't in Atlanta, y'all. Mitchell popped once in Atlanta, scoring 27 points, but then Boston, she put up only 8. She was limited by fouls, even though she did have 12 boards and 5 assists. So it'd be like one Fever star pops, and then the others get neutralized, and the role players stay quiet. And that's how the Dream keeps control at home. Plus, Fever has a lot of turnovers in Atlanta. Ooh, I hate this. Their offense collapses. So, history shows that it's rare for both Mitchell and Boston to shine in Atlanta at the same time. If one eats, the other gets cut off. Indy hasn't beaten Atlanta on the road consistently. I want to add that. So, if I bet on Indy, I'm betting on just heart and the hope that the human factor kicks in. And, I really, y'all know me, I love Indiana. I'm from Indiana originally. And I hope that the human factor kicks in and beats the analytics that I see on the map. But, we root with our hearts, but we bet with the stats. Your bankroll listens to logic, you hear me? Not the beat of your heart. So, in Atlanta this season, Boston scored 4, 7, and 8. Mitchell scored 17, 11, and 27. The Dream have kept Boston scoring down. And when Mitchell goes off, Indy often becomes one track. And that's exactly, what the defensive script, that's what Atlanta wants at home. That's the defensive script they want. So, getting back to reading the line, and then we'll close this game's breakdown out. Okay, the spread, Fever +7 at -105, Dream -7 at -115. Now, this could be a trap line or simply the sharps are betting the Dream. The books made it cheaper, though. Have you noticed that? The books made it cheaper to bet on the Fever. The Fever, as dogs do cover sometimes, but less reliably when playing the Dream at home. The Dream have covered minus 7.5 in 8 of their last 10 home starts. The Dream covered that at home in 5 straight games. Now, don't get me wrong, my Fever is decent against the spread this season. They are 24-19-1. But the Dream covered slightly more. They're 29-15-0. So, historically, the Dream cover more. So, as a Fever fan, seeing these numbers hurt. But as a bettor, my bankroll is more important than my feelings. Okay, straight up. My money line pick is the Dream, under 153, and Dream to cover the spread. I want to see the Fever win, but that's just a dream. No pun intended, all right? History doesn't back them to win. But go Fever! All right, I want to see Caitlin. I want to see all y'all on the sideline dancing, but it historically, that's just not the read. So game 2 on the slate. Cash moves everything around me. Cream, get the money. Dollar bill, y'all. I did that for my Gen X's. Game 2 on the slate. Seattle Storm at Las Vegas Aces. Game starts at 6:30 West Coast time. The money line is Storm plus 300, Aces minus 380. The total is 159. Betting over or under is at minus 110. The spread is Storm plus 8.5 at minus 108 and Aces minus 8 at minus 112. The Aces are 30-14 this season. Storm are 23-21. Aces are overall stat best. And this series, in case you didn't know, is tied 1-1. All right? Now, in their last 10, Aces are 9-1, averaging 89.1 points per game, 32.3 rebounds, and 24.2 assists. Storm are only 6-4, averaging 82.4 points, 29.7 rebounds, and 20 assists. Clearly, Aces have the momentum. I was glad to see the human factor kick in and the Storm won last game. And I just want to let y'all know personally, I loved watching Diggins pull up with 26 points, y'all. That was dope. And Jackie Young, she led the Aces with 25. Ogwumike made me smile, just for the record. And everyone is calling her Ogwumike. And she Americanized her name. And she says it that way too. If you look and you like, if you just said, well, how do you say your name? She's saying Ogwumike. But when she first came to the scene, she said her name is Ogwumike. And I have a 17-year-old video to prove it. Okay? I'm not Americanizing her name, even though she did. I will always call her Ogwumike. But I'm not hating on her. I'm not hating on her for Americanizing her name. Get paid. Do what you got to do. Ogwumike. Us real ones respect your roots, though. And I'm one of those. So, I'm going to keep my read short on this one, y'all. Let me quit playing. I'm playing too much today. Y'all know I had to do a longer read on the Fever because people want me to be a broke casual fangirl instead of wise with the bag. And I'm going to always be wise first, all right? Especially with my bag. So, quick line read. Aces are stat best overall. They won 9 of their last 10. They are my money line pick. The total is minus 110 over or under. And that's the classic take your side pricing, all right? Books want the action to split so that they can make money on the VIG rather than risk off-center exposure. Aces are strong at home, okay? They are a very strong home team. They are 18-5 at home. And in game 1, they blew out the Storm. It was 102-77 for a total of 179. The Storm showed hard in game 2. Okay? They won by 3 points, 86-83. And that total was 169. But that was at home. And that's much tougher to repeat in Vegas. Both games went over 159. And so books are obviously, they see the total as a coin flip. The odds maker know this could swing either way. That's why the over-under is at equal juice. They don't have a strong edge. All right? Now, just so you know, Vegas could slow it down in game 3 because they know they need to finish this out. Game 1 was high scoring. Game 2 a bit lower, but still close. So there's momentum for both offenses. Both games in this series went over, though, y'all. I have to look at that. In their last 5 head-to-head matchup, the totals went over about 60% of the time. And I know when it's all on the line, games can grind slower, but historically, they go over more. So I ain't gonna throw a lot of averages at you. I mean, Vegas could limit the Storm and the game goes under. But technically, Aces average 83.6 points per game this season, and the Storm averages 82.1. And when we combine that, that's 165.7, which is above the 159 line. So, this is a stat-based channel, y'all. I'm locking the over. Aces cover the spread more often than the Storm, and especially large spreads at home. Excuse me. The Storm, they be relying on pulling surprises as dogs. So, season-long trends favor the Aces. Books put less juice on the Storm to cover. They're at minus 108, but even the public ain't buying that, okay? So, quick recap. My money line pick is the Aces. Total over 159, and Aces to cover the spread. Now, as far as the player props that jump out at me, I like Wilson over 10.5 rebounds. Wilson over 24.5. I mean, she's put up big scoring nights in playoff games, especially at home, historically. So, and I will explore props later today and put my gems, any gems that I do find, if I do find them, I'm going to put them in the comment section throughout the day, throughout this morning and maybe later afternoon, definitely before tip-off. So, keep checking back, all right? So thank you for watching Wize Plays WNBA. Please like, comment, subscribe, and share this video with a sports betting friend if you found it interesting or entertaining in any kind of way. And remember, bet wise and never bet more than you can afford to lose. All right, friend? All right. Please check out the Wize Sports Betting Shorts channel for Major League Baseball picks. I'm going to put those up next and other content that's not seen here. And if you do, y'all know I ain't the begging type. You probably don't even know what my Cash App is. I'm not a begging. I'm a hard-working lady. I don't beg. I earn mine. But I am an affiliate of OddsJam. And if you are into arbitrage betting, EV betting, or you just want to up your game and you want to sign up to OddsJam, please look in the description. I have a link to OddsJam. And if you use my affiliate link, I get a commission from that. And I appreciate you supporting the channel. So thank you for watching, and good luck to you on all your open bets. And I haven't forgot about the $20 into 2K NFL challenge. I probably will be looking at placing bets on the second $20 sometime today or tomorrow, all right? See you on the next one.